today I'm taking you along with me on my day. No 2 days are the same, but this one captures the essence of a weekday in my life: work, training, and the little moments in between. Hello, my name is Nish, and I make videos about the things that bring me joy. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy.
All right, so it is 7:30 in the morning right now. I start my day at, let's see actually what time it is. Well, it's close to 7:30. I start my day at 6 every morning. My first meeting is always at 6. I've been in back-to-back meetings until now. So I typically work from like 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. On a good day, sometimes I end up having more work and I end up staying a little later. But that's why most of my training happens. Actually, all of my weekday training takes place after work because I start so early in the morning, and there's no way I can wake up any earlier than this. So anyway, also this is my second cup of coffee. I love morning coffees. There's something about the first cup of coffee in the morning. I don't know why, but it's the most magical thing ever. So anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee and then I'm gonna continue working. Usually I eat all my meals at the desk at my workstation. Sometimes I do take a break, but more often than not, I just eat while I'm working. So today, let's see how the day pans out, depending on how much time I have, or if I have a huge break, I might check in later. But if I don't see you guys at lunchtime or when I take a break to eat, I will see you guys after work. All right, I gotta go. So I'm having a pretty simple lunch today. I'm just having some yogurt rice. I don't have the time to make anything else, and also I was kind of craving a simple lunch, so this is perfect. I will probably have a snack later today as well before I train. And also, right now, I don't really have time to take a break to have my lunch, so I'm just gonna eat at my desk and continue working.
Okay, so it is 3:17. I just got done with work and I have a really long swim today. I have a 4,200 yard swim, so that's a pretty long swim. And that's why I'm gonna have a snack right now. I generally don't snack before working out, but for whatever reason, I think now because my training sessions are getting even longer in preparation for the 3 mile swim, I think it would be better to like have some carbs before I go in there. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have these brown rice cakes. I'm gonna put peanut butter and bananas on this. I had half a banana earlier, so I have some leftover. And also, I'm gonna make some iced coffee right now. I really need some coffee. It was a really tiring day, y'all. I like to avoid wasting stuff as much as I can. So generally how I make my iced coffee is whenever I have leftover coffee, I just freeze it. And then now I'm gonna put these coffee cubes in the glass, and I'm gonna add some fresh coffee from this morning. Well, it's like really old by now, but I'll add the coffee that I made this morning into the glass and some milk maybe, and that is my iced coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna eat my snack and I'm gonna relax for the next 30 minutes. And then around 4, I'll leave and head to the swimming pool. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have a really long swim today, 4,200 yards, and that's the reason I'm having this snack. I don't always eat snack before my training sessions. It completely depends on how I'm feeling, what I've had before for lunch and breakfast, how long this training sessions are. So this is not something I do every day. But today, especially, I thought I'm gonna need that extra energy. Also, Mondays tend to be busy for me. There are a lot of different things that I end up doing on Monday. So I work, I train. Monday is also the day when I make dinners. So that takes up some time in the evening as well. And then after that, either I will end up editing for a little while or I will end up just reading before I go to bed. But typically, I do prefer having some time set aside for editing so I can get some of that work done right at the beginning of the week. Also, it was kind of like a busy day again at work today. So now I just want to sit here, relax, eat, and I will catch you guys at the swimming pool. Okay, so before I head to the pool, I wanted to share something new with you guys. So this past weekend, Justin and I went plant shopping. We bought a bunch of plants this weekend. One of them is right here. That's our new tomato plant. It's huge. The last one died, unfortunately. So we bought a new one. And in addition to this, we bought a few others. I'll show it to you some other time. But mainly, we went plant shopping because we wanted to buy a bunch of plants for the office, for the home office, because I wanted to redo especially the reading nook and the bookcase. I wanted to add a bunch of plants and fairy lights because that kind of gives the room a warm and cozy feel. So that was a whole project I worked on this past weekend. I took all the books down from the shelves, rearranged them, put the lights on, all the fun stuff. Maybe in my next vlog, I'll do like a little segment of my home library tour and show you guys what I did. I'm telling you all this because I ordered one planter or like a flower pot on Amazon, and it arrived today, and it is so freaking cute. So let me see if I can put it here. Isn't that so cute? So anyway, this arrived in the mail today. I thought I'd show you guys this. And then I also bought like a spray bottle and a cute little watering can. Did I need this? Not really, but I liked it. I thought it would be cute. I could romanticize watering the plants in the office area. Also, the book that I am currently reading is Two Twisted Crowns. This is the second book in the Shepherd King duology. I'm really liking it so far. The first book was really good as well. It was so atmospheric, and for someone like me who really loves gothic setting, that book was really nice, and I did not want to commit to like a whole series, but I didn't really mind reading a duology. So that's why I picked this up. I read the first book last year or earlier this year, I forget, but it's been a while since I read the first book. The thing is, I have this book on audio as well, and the audiobook is really fun and it's really nice, and it does create that gothic atmosphere. So that's the book I was listening to while I was working on my little bookcase project. I highly doubt I'll finish reading this by the end of this vlog, but either way, this is something that I'm reading right now, and I wanted to share this with you guys. Also, the magical world in this book is very easy to follow. You just need to spend some time in that story, and then it's easy to follow what's going on. So if you're looking for like a gothic fantasy kind of book to get into, something that's easy to read, understand the magic world, and also is atmospheric, I would recommend that book. All right, time to go. I'm making air fried potatoes, and then I'm also gonna make some salmon. I'm just gonna bake it in the oven, and also maybe like a side salad. I think all of this should take me around like 20 to 25 minutes. All right, so the food is cooking. Potatoes are in the air fryer. Salmon is in the oven. Now, in the meantime, I'm gonna clean my office. So this is how messy it is after working here for like 9 hours. I usually do clean every evening because next day morning I like the desk to be clean when I start work. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna clean around here.
She likes scalp massages.
They're nice.
I think this is gonna be the key to a long marriage, to a long happy marriage, is the scalp massage.
Gives good massages.
Did you have another?
No, you had, yes, last night.
You had two?
Yeah. Thank you.
Last one.
What are you gonna have? It is later in the evening. We actually ended up watching TV after dinner, so I didn't really get any work done, which is okay. It has been a long day so far. And now I am going to sit and read for a little bit until it's time to go to bed. But yeah, this is, I mean, pretty much how weekdays are. Nothing crazy, nothing glamorous. It's just work and, you know, doing life, doing chores. That's about it. I I think it's so important to find little moments during the week to slow down and recharge instead of saving all your rest for the weekend. I recently read a quote that said, "You don't need to earn rest. Rest is what keeps you going." And I couldn't agree more. For me, reading is one of those ways I rest, even on a busy weekday. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. Bye.